Well, there's a bit of a story there. I had pretty good grades in high school, not so much in my last year. It was a kind of a semi-wasted year. I came back and I decided I wanted to go to university. So I went back and I took 2 or 3 weeks cram. I just was in time to write some departmental exams, and I upgraded a couple of courses. I didn't move them from here way up here, but I moved them up. And by this time, some younger guys had caught up to me. You know, I'd been away for a year, and we decided to go to the University of Western Ontario and applied. I was accepted, and so I worked that summer in the tobacco fields. And a day before I was ready to go, we had our boarding place picked out. I got a call from the registrar at the University of Western Ontario saying they're sorry I would have to wait till January because there was such an influx of veterans. At that time, the Merchant Marine did not qualify as veterans. They do now. About 15 years ago, I got 2 checks totaling $10,000 tax-free for my wartime service, but then they didn't. Well, I did a stupid thing. I got my nose out of joint. And I said, well, heck with it, I'm not going to school. And I didn't. I went on and worked as a laborer, and my brother had a trucking business. I started driving truck for him. So I was out of school almost 4 years, including my year in the Merchant Marine. And it was hard physical work. And I met and started to go with my current wife, Becky. She was going in nurses training, and she was moving ahead of me, and here I was driving truck, hauling fertilizer and coal and stuff. So I decided, look, I got to do better than this. But I was still upset at Western, and I had relatives in Michigan, and my uncle was a doctor on my mom's side, and he said, why don't you try Michigan State University? So I did. I wrote a letter of application. I got accepted, and that's where I went. And why did I take geology? I guess I grew up in the outdoors, and I was looking for something that wouldn't get me totally behind the desk. I thought about forestry, and I thought about geology, and I ended up taking geology. A little bit of happenstance in that, but that's really, as I can best recall my thought process, that's what I did.